For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. Until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you.
Wait, let me unmute myself. Let me unmute myself right quick. How about that?
I love it. I love it.
I put
I
myself.
love it. Put yourself in mute.
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm seeing you since last year.
Man, don't talk to your behind for a year.
Yeah, well,
So no more till next year. Hello, 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 everyone. Unfortunately, well, that's going down the mic right there. I said that to everybody else. Unfortunately, I can't see your names on this side until you give the permission. Hey, Carol, I see you right there. I don't know. Sometimes when you switch over to the other platforms, it won't give me your names. But I appreciate you putting your names in there when you make your comments, so I can say your name. And I know that it's you, so that I can tell the world who's making all these comments. Y'all see Chris? For those of you all who can see the screen, y'all see Chris down there taking care of other business.
I'm not taking care of the business.
Y'all saw.
I'm not taking care of no business.
For those of you who are in Radio Land and who are just listening to the podcast and who can't see us,
And those are my witnesses.
for those of you who can't see us, I like to give you play-by-play of the fact that when he's looking down doing other things and not paying attention and giving you eye contact. Wait, watch this. I took time.
Can I ask you a question? How you gonna give people in Radio Land eye contact?
Because there are other people who are actually, bam, like,
wow, you and Michael Jackson figured it out.
I've been in here working before the show. I've been.
Well,
I put.
I mean, what'd you do? You pushed a button and became white. Wow, man, that I mean, like, did your credit score go up?
Let me do that. See if I can right quick before the end of the show.
For real. I mean, you went from, hey, how you doing? Fine. And all of a sudden,
Let me text DJ Baylor and say, go apply for that house right now.
before I turn this light out.
Facts. Before I turned it out, if I knew that's all I needed to do, then I'd have done that a long time ago. I'd have carried this sucker around with me. That I would have.
I know that's right.
Let's see here. I'm trying to do some other stuff at the same time on this board right quick.
Uh-oh. What you trying to do on the board?
Something else.
Mhm.
Something else right quick.
Okay.
Hey, Sally. Can you see my comments to Carol? Yes, you said hi to Carol. What? I got distracted right quick. DJ Balo typed me something here. Let me put up there so you can see. I see it. You know, Sally get nervous when she's like, "Can you see my comments or not?"
And she just want to be upfront about whether you cussing her out or not.
You know what, Sally? Don't hold on now. Let's not forget our last show because Sally was on your head. So.
Well, it's a new year. One can only hope.
But don't get her started now. Do not get her started because she was definitely on your head. I was very shocked but pleasantly surprised all at the same time. I could just sit back and relax.
The duality of it all.
It was awesome. It was awesome. So anyway, it is a new year, and I'm enjoying it thus far. How about you, brother? Said it doesn't look like you can tell it's me by the picture area. No, I cannot. I can't see anybody's name. Nobody's name can I see. Everybody's just a Facebook user. Yeah, everybody's just a Facebook user. Everybody's anonymous to me. So I don't know what that's about. It's fine with me. So everybody's somewhat anonymous to me. Other people can see who it is that are on Facebook. So don't say anything too bad because other people can see it. I just cannot see it until I go back on Facebook and then I will know who said it. So careful, okay? Because I will go back and check and see what your name is who says some slick stuff. So careful with that. Silence. For those who were just about to type and now they're deleting what they were doing.
Wait a minute. Hit that button.
Well, she can't see. Delete, back up out of it. So I like for you to know, Chris, that I had my sippy cup, and as I was here trying to do some things, I still spilt water with my sippy cup. And I thought about you, and I was like, I'll be doggone. I still spilt water. It was
still
not
spilt it with the sippy cup.
With the sippy cup. It wasn't as much as without the sippy cup, but I still managed to spill some water. So there we go. There we go. I do want to thank everybody for coming on back with us in 2023. I'm excited for those who made it and for all of our new listeners and viewers out there. Like I was looking at some numbers of some reach for the end of the year and posts and everything. Like we were in the hundreds of thousands on some numbers there. And I am so grateful for that. And we have some things planned that, a lot of times I don't even tell Chris because, he just show up. Chris, I'm just grateful when he's there in the chair.
Wow.
I'm grateful to see him in the chair. I am. And with the shirt on. Let me add that to the mix. I'm grateful to see him and him in the shirt.
Now, see, that is something. That is something.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
With the shirt. Wow.
Let me add that in there. Him and in the shirt. I like to say that this is La's shirt.
Okay.
This is La's shirt. Sister has dropped so much weight that she's in a medium. This is La's shirt.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all got something coming for when you see me on my birthday.
Okay. I feel you. Yeah, you La's shirt. Yeah, you done did a thing. You done did a thing. You done created a whole new person. Wow.
or
okay.
left a whole new person, or left a person someplace.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. This is
Well,
why.
I'm proud of you. That's good.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm proud of me too. However, can I have a small conversation with you guys? Can I talk to you, especially with our guests that we have coming on? Okay, our guests we have coming
Well,
on.
since you don't talk to them, I'll leave. Go ahead.
We know you like to do that. We know you'll do that in
Well, I mean, if it's a personal conversation, I don't want to be in the middle of it because you said, "Can I talk to you guys?"
this conversation. You are going to like this conversation. I think you
Okay.
have some things to say.
Okay.
So I've been on, with me being sick off and on for the last couple of years and being pumped with all these steroids and having this weight put on and everything. It was steroid weight, which is horrible to get off. Okay. Horrible, horrible, horrible. And then with me having, the MS and the lupus and all these other, conditions and whatever. And then you add depression on top of it because then when you got the steroid weight, you're like, oh my God, this is just horrible. So I've been working hard, changing eating habits and changing mindset and just, doing all this stuff, whatever, to get this weight off. And it's coming off and I'm feeling good about it and whatever. And so my doctor, she's like, when I just went in this last time, because my goal was to get to 199 by the end of the year. So I made it to 202, which I'm still pretty proud of because I started like at 250. So 202 is really good. I'm not going to not be celebratory about that. All right. I'm not. That's a huge accomplishment. And she's like, this is the conversation she has for me. She's like, look, I want to go ahead and give you this medication. I usually do not allow people to get on it who haven't changed their lifestyle and shown that they're serious about their weight loss and change, this, that, and the other, whatever. We have to give you an EKG first, and it is highly addictive. And I said, well, I don't have an addictive system. And she's like, and your insurance won't cover it. And so I'm thinking it's all natural if the insurance won't cover it, right? That's the first, because I'm all about the alternative. And she knows that. I'll take alternative before anything. So this is what I'm thinking. It's alternative because insurance won't pay for it. And I don't know if DJ Baylor was listening or not, because I have not even told him about this. I still haven't told him about this. And so if he's listening, I'm sure I'm going to hear what the downstairs or whatever. But because we go to the same doctor. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, we put other people on it and I had lost all this weight. So my BMI had dropped down. I was no longer considered morbidly obese. And she's like, and you are now, you've lost 180% of your body fat and you've added 5 to 7 years. And I'm like, oh yeah, all this good stuff and whatever. And so I'm still like on this, you got to do an EKG. Like, what the hell is this medicine? And so she says the generic name, this whatever, which meant nothing to me. And then she walks back in the room and whatever. And so, and I'm like, so what is this medicine? And you ready? Y'all ready? You ready? And I see our guest is down there. Are you listening to us, Jessie? Okay. You know what the medicine is? It's meth. Let me take a sip so you can make sure I'm enunciating correctly. Meth. 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 Meth.
You sound like you're saying it like spell the word meth.
M is in Mary, E is in Edward, T is in Tom, H is in Henry. I'll use it in a sentence, sir.
Ding, 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 ding.
Meth. And I said, bitch. I said, bitch, you got me all the way fucked up.
But see, that's where you get in trouble because you didn't call her Dr. Bitch.
Well, we have that kind of relationship, but I said, bitch, you got me all the way fucked up. And she asked me, did you sign the contract already? I said, yeah, I signed that bullshit contract. But you're trying to give me meth to lose weight? I said, what about my teeth? What about my skin? What about when I'm selling bobby pins on the corner? You're trying to give me meth to lose weight? Surely I will lose weight if you give me meth. She said, we have people on it. I said, and then what? She's like, we take them off for maybe 2 months and then we have to put them back on it. They're on it for the rest of their life. No shit, Sherlock. They're on it for the rest of their life. Meth? Meth. I said, I'm real cool with the way I'm losing now. I said, I started at 250. I'm at 202. I'm really,
You got garbled up for a second.
I'm sure I did. I said, there's an opioid
Woo!
offered me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the rest of the year is going to be like.
You
Okay.
to lose weight. What? And so because she's now the only doctor in the office, you can only talk about like 3 things per visit. And so I always write my things down, because of all my health issues, right? And then also for my own documentation that of what I talked about and what was resolved. So I wrote down for my next visit to curse her out. Yeah. So my next visit, she getting the cussing out for offering me some fucking meth.
I want to be there for that one.
You offer me meth for weight loss. And again, the timing is just perfect because of, our guest that we have. No, because when she said your insurance won't cover it, again, she knows I am definitely about more alternative medicine things than big pharma. I'll take that. Like anytime she offers me pills, whatever, I'm going to ask questions and all this other type of shit. Like I'm going to question you to death on what the fuck it is and what side effects and can I stop it and, and all this type of thing. I'm going to question you.
When the Monique asked the question, did you see it?
Huh? Oh, wait. Monique says, is this the medicine she was trying to prescribe to you? It started with an F, whatever it was, because I know Adderall, which I take, is like a baby meth. I know it's a methamphetamine type, whatever. But she said, this is meth. Okay. These were her exact words. It is meth. So I don't know. I know it started with an F as in Frank. So you all can do your research.
No.
No, not fentanyl.
You said starts with F. Now, I mean, come on now. You understand? You said an F. So I'm just trying to reach out there.
I did say that, but no. But I am always in awe of the hypocrisy within our medical community. I am because I am disabled and I'm at the doctor's every month, sometimes twice a month.
Why you garbled up?
Because I'm telling the fucking truth. Excuse me. Like, yeah. Hold on.
For the listener's discretion, this podcast contains strong language and adult themes that may not be suitable for children. These are not the views of the radio station or its affiliates.
Oh, the shit is on now. Okay. See, you're muted again. I cannot hear you.
Hi, Moni. I can't hear you at all.
Thank you, Jessie. Because I'm sitting here trying to tell her, I can't hear you. She's steady going. Welcome to the show. We just go do the show ourselves. And when we can finally get to her, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I was doing fine until I got to your page and saw that gut health was a major function of what's going on. And I'm like, oh, well, so much for the fat guy treats. Okay.
Oh, I know that feeling, though. I really do.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm loving the part where it says, let's link arms and transform together. Mm-hmm. Where did that come from?
I mean, So I just really believe in we go further together, right? And as a personal trainer and a holistic fitness coach, I really want my clients to feel like I'm on that journey with them, that they are never alone, whether they're having a great day or a terrible day, whether they are crushing it or they're really struggling. I want them to feel like I'm on that journey with them
Okay.
and that they can really like come to me, good or bad, and I'll support them no matter what. Like I'm not the kind of coach or trainer who is going to like get mad at my clients for like not following their program or anything. Like there's always a reason, and I want them to feel safe and supported in that situation, and and feel like they can lean on me during their journey.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because see, with my thing is, I can follow a lot of different things, but I've got the type of jobs that interfere with gym schedules and most any schedule.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I get ready to try to do something, hey, I think I'm gonna go to the gym, and I'm in the car heading to the gym, and the phone rings and said, "Hey, we need you to come here," and I can see myself driving right past the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you do for somebody like that?
So for somebody like that, it begins when like we first start working together, right? Like I would sit down and I'd ask you, okay, what does your typical schedule look like? Most people have like a predictable schedule, and then there's the small population that don't have a predictable schedule. And so what I would do is I'd say, hey, what does a typical schedule look like for you? And when I'm putting together like a program for you, like if you are realistically only able to go to the gym twice to 3 times a week, that's all I'm going to ask for you to do. I'm not going to say you need to go 5 times a week or you need to go 6 times a week. I'm not going to say that because that's not realistic for you, and all that's going to do is ruin your self-confidence, because if I tell you to go 6 times and you're like, "Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to do that," or you're maybe trying to go 6 times, but you're not able to go 6 times, and then you feel terrible or you're guilty or shameful or whatever because you couldn't, you know. But yeah,
Okay.
it really for me starts with at the very beginning when I start working with somebody is what can you realistically do at the gym? How long can you realistically be there? Can you really only be there for 30 minutes, or can you be there for an hour? And so these are the kinds of questions that I like to ask my clients when I start working with them, so that I can create a program that really just aligns with their schedule. It still takes sacrifice and discipline to get to the gym, right? It always will. It always will, no matter what. But if we can create a program that allows you to get in there and start and keep going, then I think that's a massive win.
Okay. All right. Because I looked at it, what I saw was when it says make yourself a priority. If I ask you to write down your priorities, that kind of like, okay, wow, she wants to actually prioritize this and wants you to prioritize it. What made you get into this?
So I have kind of my own little health journey, personal training journey that I've been on for a few years now. I actually was a real estate agent. And I had a really good career. I had a couple really good years as a real estate agent, but to achieve that level of success, I realized that in the process I had sacrificed my own health. I like to say that I had kind of paid for it with my own health, because I was, constantly in the car, on the phone, working with clients, writing contracts, negotiating terms and things like that, everything that a real estate agent does. And then I started to suffer from, from symptoms on a daily basis, from headaches to my gut dysfunction to eczema and a whole bunch of other things. And I realized that I wasn't making my health a priority at the sacrifice of my business. And it really like took its toll on me. And so I kind of went on this journey of trying to figure out how to heal myself. And I went through like some hormone testing, some food sensitivity testing, and found a lot of answers in that testing, and then had to undergo some massive like lifestyle changes, like changing out different products that I was using, paying attention to just my toxin load like at my home and everything that I could potentially control. And then of course it came down to nutrition as well, and really focusing on, okay, what kind of foods am I consuming? Am I consuming foods that I'm sensitive to? Not necessarily like an allergy where you would need to, get an ambulance or something, but just a food that doesn't necessarily agree with my particular body and my digestive system. Like I have
So,
to.
Jessie, let me ask you this. Let me interrupt for 1 second.
Yes,
So now, when
please.
you described yourself as a realtor, and then which is very much so like Chris's life and how my life was when I'm doing, on set with hair, makeup, special effects, and we're in the car a lot. I'm on set a lot, and it's just these 12-hour days. It's grueling. I'm in the desert. I'm all these different types of things. So now, where I may not have access or be able to get to a gym, however, in wanting the desire to start that healthy lifestyle, are there tweaks that can be done, or a starting point that can be done where it says, well, okay, what can I do in lieu of, or, the gym?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great question. And as a personal trainer, I don't think many people would expect this to come from me, but there are 1,000 different things that you can do for your health to make yourself a priority before you ever step over a threshold into a gym. I wholeheartedly believe that. And again, most people like see me as a personal trainer and they're like, yeah, well, all you're going to talk about is weightlifting or the gym or getting on the treadmill or whatever. And that's absolutely not the philosophy that I have. I truly think that like weightlifting and strength training is important. It is important in the overall scheme of things, but there are a lot of things that you can do in your home, in your habits, in the way that you talk to yourself even, and the way that you have like the relationship with yourself, before you that can improve your life and improve your health and wellness before you ever step into a gym.
Well, and that's part of something that I wanted you to touch bases on, because I know that there are a lot, especially after the pandemic and with the housing situation, the food costs, and just everything right now. And that was when people go to your Instagram, they go to your website, when they go to all your social media, that's something that separates you from your average fitness coach, is that you don't see that typical just get to the gym and just do this. No, you're not the average holistic or fitness coach. You don't just say do those things. There's so much more to you than that. And that's what I really want you to try and tell the people, that you do see these other things outside the box, that it's not cookie cutter at all. Your clients are not just, I want you to get up at 5 a.m., get on this treadmill and do this. That no, you also have clients that may not fit that mold of what everyone thinks, that, oh, we're just going to go in and we're going to do this. And I have $500 to pay a trainer. No, you're beyond that. Like, your clients are not just what people look at on television and think, oh, I have to, fit this mold. No, that's not who you are. And that's the part that I want to try and get across to people, that you are so far outside of that box that it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I loved it because I saw it where it said holistic health. That was the first thing.
Well, I saw where it said what the F is holistic health? And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, and just the fact of, you know, and said, well, holy shit, is this. The fact that you are a real person and relatable, and that you've gone through these struggles as a real person, and that you can relate to real people. And this is not just for money bags. You know what I'm saying? This is not just for the multimillionaires who get, and when we see fitness, we see people getting up at, you know, 3 a.m. every morning, jumping on their treadmill, you know, that type of person. And that eliminates so many of the regular people that think that this is not for them.
They immediately absent themselves.
Exactly.
Right. And the fact that you put in there that this was part of your personal journey.
Mm-hmm.
So this is somebody who's doing something from a textbook, but this is somebody who's actually, this is my journey. Mm-hmm. And that's what I liked about it, that you're going through it. You've been through it. You've been through it, and you're still going through it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about the mindset and all those different things of telling them that it's not just lifting the weights, it's not just changing what you're eating, you know, it's also these things that, you know, you work on and you need to do. I think that that's important to touch on, to talk about also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate your guys' kind words, and I'm glad that my content and my online presence comes across that way, because that's exactly how I want it to come across. So I like to take a 4-pillar type of approach when it comes to holistic health and fitness. And to me, that looks like, imagine a pyramid, if you will, a 4-level pyramid. On the bottom, we have mindset. If our mind is not in the right place, if we're not in a state where we're ready to make changes, we're not going to get anywhere. And so we need to first be in a state where we're willing to step outside of our comfort zone. And that is where mindset comes into play. Also, what I incorporate into mindset is the relationship that you have with yourself. Are you constantly negative? Are you constantly critiquing yourself? Are you saying, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm fat, I can't do this, I can't do that? You know, we need to assess that as well. Then moving up to the next level of the pyramid, we have gut health. Now, I think gut health is becoming a much more talked about topic over the last handful of years. I'd say 10, 15 years ago, no one really talked about gut health. But now it's becoming kind of a forefronted topic in the health community, and for good reason, because it is connected to so many other systems inside of our body that if our gut is dysfunctional, there are more than likely other systems that are also dysfunctional. Mm-hmm. So
I must be dysfunctional for real. I'm gonna tell you, okay, I'm like short bus dysfunctional. My gut is tore up from the floor up, okay? What do you mean you can't with me? I'm being honest. What's in your cup?
Water.
And what's in my cup?
Acid.
I wouldn't exactly put it like that.
It is acid.
No, it's Pepsi.
Acid.
But it does contain large amounts of acid. That's what I'm talking about gut health. Mm-hmm. I know that that's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
I've already destroyed all my Burger King credit cards. I don't have any more personal invitations from Colonel Sanders. Okay.
Right.
You know, so all of that I've taken care of. But my one thing is the Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that. But I also know that, like you said, I have to have the gut health.
Mm-hmm.
And with everything else I've cut out, if I could get that out of my way,
mm-hmm.
then I'd probably be on a better plane to do what I need to do.
Yeah, and there's a reason why it's closer to the bottom of the pyramid in the way that I see it. It's because it is so foundational to, if you have poor gut health, you most likely have poor energy. You most likely have poor sleep. You most likely have poor metabolism. And all of those things cascade into your ability and desire to go to the gym, right?
So
like
she been peeking Moni. She called all that stuff like she been looking through my window. I'll talk to y'all later. I mean, she
I
just
say out,
right in my window, like, yeah, you don't have no energy at all. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I speak from personal experience too, you know, like I've had those periods of time. Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. So we have gut health and nutrition on this second level. And as much as I would love, I tell you what, as much as I would love to say that food doesn't matter, it does. As much as I would love to say, eat whatever the hell you want, do whatever you want, food matters. Food is information for our bodies. Food is medicine. And I tell you what, if God is real, as soon as I get to the other side, I'm going to ask him, why the hell did you not make us like plants so we could create our own food? Just lay out in the sun, get the water, and then just create our own food. It would have made life so much easier, right?
Right. Put your
But it
toes
is-
in the dirt and just be all right.
No, 'cause
Yep.
he would have told you, because nobody would have been able to make the collard greens then. See, that's what he would have told you. Okay. I
Maybe
need
so.
somebody around to make collard greens.
Yeah, maybe so. But yeah, so gut health and nutrition is incredibly foundational to our overall health and wellness. As much as like I wish it wasn't, it is. And then moving up in the pyramid, next we have hormone function. So hormones are our body's chemical messengers. So our body is constantly, like each system is constantly sending hormones as messengers throughout our entire body to start this process, to stop this process. You know, some popular hormones that we've all heard of are estrogen, our testosterone, our cortisol is a hormone. Insulin is actually a hormone. So all of these things do specific things within our body, and when they are not functioning properly, again, it just leads to more dysfunction. And there are ways that we can support our hormones that are simple changes. Food also plays a big role in that, in our hormone function, right? But there are other smaller things like drinking enough water, getting sunlight in the morning, things like that can impact your overall hormone function. And then lastly, at the top is we have strength training. Now, our muscles are actually a really large part of like our body. Most people think of muscles in the aesthetic way, right? Like I want big biceps, or I want a big ass or something like that. We think about muscles aesthetically.
I
But
think
they
she was
actually,
talking about me, but it's fine.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute now, hold on. It was not on my Christmas wish list, okay?
muscles actually play a very large part in our overall health and wellness. Our organs can draw on them for support when we're ill. The stronger muscles we have, and the better like functioning muscle tissue that we have, our metabolism is better as well. So there's just, you know, there's so much to it, so much more to muscles than just looking nice, right? It's nice for them to look nice. I won't lie. I like having muscles, right? I think most people
Sally wants
like
more
that.
muscles in her
Right.
butt.
Hey,
So-
listen, Sally, I'm with you. I'm with you there. But yeah, but I believe that starting at the bottom, and moving our way up is the level of importance that I personally view it. So we have mindset, gut health and nutrition, hormone function, and strength training at the top. So when I say there are a ton of different things that we can do and look at and improve before you ever step into a gym, I believe it wholeheartedly.
Okay. Because I know just with all of my health conditions, and I'm always just like with I'm always looking at my labs and all those type of things. And one of the things she was saying, I think I told them on here, she was like, oh, your cholesterol had gotten high, and she's like, oh, I want to put you on the pill. And I'm like, nope, give me 3 months to do some adjustments with my eating and everything, because your body is supposed to heal itself. And I'm like, I need to put the right foods in my engine, you know, to get it moving right before you give me a pill. Let me just give me 3 months to get it zooming right. And before you give me a freaking pill to do something else. I don't want that.
You see, and that's the thing. It's it's very hard to make that 3 month period. It's real hard. It's that 3 months that we all know about, and it's that 3 months that's like, oh man, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Well, only
Right.
for me because I've been watching my body throughout the year, just making all these changes. So I'm more in tune, and I know that if I take an antibiotic, it's getting ready to destroy my gut for
Mhm.
sure. So then I got to go back and do some stuff to get the health in my gut right, because the antibiotics just killed everything.
Yep.
So then, like, when you are dealing with your clients, are you constantly like, because age, I'm sure, has something to do with it, you know what I mean? Because an older client maybe on more prescriptions and different things. A client like myself who's disabled, who's, with MS and lupus, and although I don't take any medications for those two, I refuse them, outside of some marijuana, by all means, hallelujah. But I take what, Chris?
What?
Praise the ganja gods.
Look, I didn't say a word.
But I see your face.
Did not say a word, because I was just going to tell you I was in so much pain today.
And you wish you could have some, didn't you?
And
Like,
I
oh,
was like, oh, let me call. But then it's like, wait a minute, I ain't never smoked a cigarette, so I definitely can't do that. And then with the job I have, they always want you to leave something in the cup. So
what
I
was
can't
hurting
do that.
you? What was hurting?
My back.
I got rubs over here. I got, topical.
What about bottom coat?
What about what?
Bottom coat.
Get the hell out.
We got to be even, man. I mean, you all pumping up.
You try and help people, Jesse, and then they just go all out the thing. So let's get back to Jesse here.
No, Jesse's like, oh, this is going really south. No,
right.
See, the thing
why
is,
do we need a more holistic approach?
Right. I want to find out about the holistic. Right.
Yes. So for so long, honestly, probably since the inception of modern medicine, right? We have diced and spliced the human body up into all of these different specialties. You have a dentist, an optometrist, a gyno, podiatrist. We have surgeons. We have MDs. We have, all of these different specialists that we go and see, that over time, we've just started to look at the body as separate parts. But what it actually is one part with multiple systems that work together in unison, and all of our bodily systems talk to each other, but we get treated like they don't. And so the way I see it, holistic approach to medicine, holistic approach to health, a functional naturopathic approach to health looks at the body as a whole rather than in pieces. And I think that it's becoming more and more common to talk about these days, right? But I think that is yet to actually cross over into the fitness world. And that fitness is still considered a separate piece, like kind of the pyramid we just talked about, right? I see all four of those things working together, whereas most trainers only look at the body and look at health and fitness as how much you're working out and what you're eating. But they don't dive any deeper than that. They don't dive deeper into anything else that I prefer to. So they're still only dealing with the two things. And we live in a society where medicine is very symptom based. Oh, you have a symptom, you have a headache. Oh, here's a recommendation for that. Oh, you have migraines, here's a recommendation for that, or a prescription for that. Or, you're dealing with XYZ, here's a prescription, right? And it's to deal with the symptom.
Right.
But what we're not doing right now quite yet is dealing with, well, why? Why am I constantly getting headaches? Why am I constantly getting migraines? Why do I have knee pain or back pain? Or why is my gut always upset? Why am I not getting good sleep? We don't ask the question of why. And so we've just gotten so used to just going to the doctor, getting a prescription to deal with the symptoms. And then that pill is probably causing even more side effects. And so we go get more pill. And it's just a terrible, it's a cycle. It's a vicious, vicious cycle.
I
And
feel like I want to say hallelujah and like get happy in church right now.
Yeah, because that's true.
So
That is
true.
That is
So true.
And in the fitness world, I think it's very similar. So I say that trainers, and to be fair, in like personal training certification, it's that no one talks about holistic health in certified personal training yet. So what happens in the fitness world is trainers only have two variables to work with. They have your exercise routine and nutrition to really work on. Some people don't even have nutrition. Some trainers just focus strictly on the exercise. So if you came to me and you said, I want to, XYZ, lose X amount of weight, I want to feel better or whatever. If I'm a typical trainer, I only have two variables to work with. Well, you're not responding, so I'm going to add more cardio to your routine, or I'm going to cut your calories. Those are the only two things that they can really play with. Whereas someone who brings a holistic approach to the table can say, for women, okay, so you're feeling lethargic this week. Well, where are you in your monthly cycle? Oh, you just started your period? Oh, well, that explains it. Your body naturally is at a lower energy level when you are menstruating as a woman. Well, there's your answer. You're not lazy. Your body's just in a certain phase of life right now. But yeah, most trainers, they just look at it as, okay, so your body's not responding, so let's add more cardio, let's make more adjustments to your exercise and your nutrition, but they don't look at other things in regards to that. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. So now, is there special training that one goes through in order to function as a holistic fitness coach or trainer?
So there are like integrative nutrition programs, integrative health. Of course, you can go on into like functional medicine in a nursing or a doctorate program. There is not necessarily, like for me, I only hold my certified personal training certificate. The reason why I have branded myself and stepped into the holistic health space in the way that I have is because of my own personal experience and the research and the knowledge that I do outside of like a certification structure, as well as, again, through my personal experience. But there are like other, health coach certifications that someone could go through and learn more about the integrative, functional, naturopathic type of methodology.
Okay. I love it. So now, what's the next step for you?
For me, so I, am in this new practice. I fully transitioned from being a real estate agent to being a holistic fitness coach. And so really like the next steps for me in regards to that business are, of course, growing it and spreading the word, telling people that it's not just you. You're not just lazy. It's, your body screaming for support from you. We need to find long-term solutions to support your body in that way. So just spreading the message and personally, I'm still on the journey. It is a lifelong journey. Health is not a destination. It is a journey. And so I'm constantly learning, growing, implementing more things in my own life that I can then turn around and implement with my clients and replicate those results that I saw first.
Well, and I hear you have a new podcast yourself.
Yes. Yep. So
Either she
I
has a
do.
podcast or she got the microphone as a gift in the Cracker Jacks box.
So tell the people about your podcast, where they can find you, when it is, and everything, so that they can go ahead and follow you and get more information.
Yeah, I would love that. So my podcast is called The Swolistic Show. Swolistic is my brand, my company name. It's a combination of swole, like getting swole in the gym, as well as holistic. So swolistic is where that comes from. I launched the podcast in October, and I just, hit 11 episodes this week. So there's plenty of information on tons of different topics so far. I also like to do guest interviews every month. I'll have like a guest speaker come on. So this month in January, I'm going to have a pelvic floor physical therapist on the show.
Wow.
And so we dive into that. And I've had a holistic nutritionist on there as well. Just we dive into all different kinds of things in the holistic health space. And it's really just a place where people can come and feel supported and learn, whether it's from guest interview or whether it's me just on there talking about my own knowledge or my own experience. It's really just a place for people to come and learn about holistic health in a very non-judgmental and supportive space.
Like that.
How often does this? Is this weekly?
Yes, it's weekly on Tuesdays.
Okay.
Okay. And did you say where they can find it?
I'm on every podcast platform. So Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, Stitcher. I'm on all of them.
Okay. Can they find you on the radio or anything?
Nope, it's just on those.
Would you like to be on the radio?
Maybe. We'll have to talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You got 3 places covered. Might as well go here.
Yeah, since we own a radio station. Yes. So you guys make sure you check her out on there, because here, and this is our month of edification, and we don't show no hate nowhere. We support each other and edify each other and make sure that we can show some love for everybody's craft and creativity. So make sure and check her out and get some more information for your health, and share that for somebody else can get some more information for their health, because it's all important and it's all about the love. Is there anything else that you want to share with the people before you leave today?
I really just want to say that, like, health is not out of reach. It is really simple. It is not easy. and it won't be, because when you think about it, when how we were raised and in the society that we're raised, everything we've kind of talked about thus far, you're essentially unlearning everything that you've learned up to this point. And if you've gone 30, 40, 50 years doing the same things, it's going to be hard to undo all of that habit, right? But it's not unrealistic, and it's not out of reach. All it takes are small and simple choices made daily that will then compound into massive results for you as well.
I agree.
I like it. Yeah, I like it.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
I was amazed when I looked at the site how informative it was.
Yeah.
And Moni's always telling me, do your research, do your research. Well, I found myself having fun doing the research.
Good.
Because, again, the way you've got it laid out on the focus on the 4 key aspects, okay, that I was like, okay, I got a little concerned about this one gut health thing. But other than that, I got everything else. I'm good. But
yeah, because I didn't do it for you this time, so I'm proud of you. But hers was so user-friendly, and it's non-judgmental, and it is just very much so easy to absorb and go into. Like, she's very much so with the people. It's not above you.
Right. It's not like, so why you got that jelly donut? while you sitting there looking at my page. You know, I'm serious. There's some.
Yeah.
If you ever saw the movie on Full Metal Jacket, when the drill instructor goes into the squad bay and just looks down at the dude's footlocker and says, "What is this? A jelly donut?" You know, and he makes him feel bad. Yeah, just rips him a new one. And it's like, wow, dude, you couldn't have did that no different, huh? But at the same time, a lot of health practitioners will say,
right,
whether they're in the clinical setting or whether they're in the gym setting, they have this attacking mantra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they give you homework like you're in third grade. Well, what do you mean you only lost 5 pounds and you were supposed to lose 6 pounds? Where the hell did that other pound go? Why couldn't you lose? You couldn't walk around the gym 3 times before I saw you. You had to keep that 1 pound. Yeah, it's just real crazy.
Yeah,
I
like your
crazy.
approach. I really
yeah,
like
your approach is real. Like, here we are. And the thing is, the approach is, this is what I can do for you. That's the other thing. You're bringing it, like, tell me what you need.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
saying
you
now,
guys
I need
make
help.
sure you go over and check her out. And then check out the podcast, guys. Go over there and check that podcast out. Let me throw that up there again, you guys. Go over there and check that out. Go to her Instagram, and you'll see this right there. And then you'll be able to click on in there and check her out. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Jessie, for coming over and hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We definitely enjoyed it. I do have another contact for you because I know that I think I read it someplace. That you're trying to, one of your goals is to reach a certain number of podcasts to be on and different things to be on for this year. I do have another contact for you.
Thank you.
It's an actual TV show, but it is local.
Okay.
A colleague of mine. I will send you that information and just mention my name.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so
Make
much.
sure you mention her name, because if you mention mine, they gonna look at you funny. Like, really, make sure you mention her name. Yes.
Well, thank you both so much for having me on the show today. I had a really great time, and anytime I get to, have fun and talk about one of my passions, which is health, it's always a good time.
Absolutely.
Good,
I definitely
good.
learned something. Hopefully Chris learned something. It's so hard.
Look, I only picked the Pepsi thing up one time while she was here.
Oh God, it's so
Now,
hard.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you click her off, I'm gonna suck a hole into this container. But right now, out of respect, I'm not gonna touch it.
Water,
I've got
acid.
my water here too.
Like, don't rub it in, y'all. It's all right. It's all right. I understand. Everybody holding up jugs of water. I got my water. Okay.
We tried,
Well,
Jessie.
I'm gonna tell you
one day.
I got my water. Lie. Okay.
Thank you so much, Jessie.
Thank you, Jessie.
Have an amazing time. And
Thank
I'm
you.
sure I'll see you at another boss hour.
Yes, we'll see each other very soon.
Are you going
I'm
to
sure.
the 28th? Are you going to the one on the 28th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll see you there.
Perfect.
See, that's why I
Can't
didn't
wait.
see. I'm not a boss, so I didn't get to go to boss hour.
Well, one is for women, so no judgment, but all right.
Wait, that's why you didn't get the invite.
No judgment, but all right. I'll see you later, Jessie. Take care.
Thank
But,
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, totally no judgment, Chris.
No,
But,
not at all.
you know, whatever that may be. So, even if you started adding a little water to your Pepsi, do you put ice in it?
You know what? By the time, to be honest with you, I put a little bit of Pepsi in thing, and there's a whole bunch of ice. And by the time I get to it, it's so watered down.
I don't believe that. I've seen you pour it before.
No. Lately, I've been so busy. I really haven't been able to. I really haven't been able to push it down.
It's in a thermos thing that keeps it cold. What are you talking about?
No, sometimes I'm telling you that is not from today. That is from yesterday night. last night.
They keep for 28 to 48 hours. But
Well, it's watery. It's watery now.
Okay.
It's not as fresh as it was when I first poured it.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Okay, Sally said regarding Jessie's podcast. Oh, she put the link there for her. Very, very good. Thank you, ma'am, Sally. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, hers is not very aggressive. I do like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you the first few minutes, so I'm like, hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'll tell you about that later.
Okay. Well, I guess I better run and do this on my own. I sure hope I can sound like I got some kind of education while I'm doing this.
What you gonna run and do?
No, I'm saying when you weren't there and I had to take the.
Oh.
Sure. Hope I don't sound too stupid. You know.
Did you make your appointment with Miss Middleton?
No, have not been able to yet because I lost the information.
You mean the information that's all
on the screen? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, snap. My bad.
No, it ain't your bad. What's going on now?
What's up, guys?
Yo, man, looking good.
Thank you.
Look like you put on a little weight or something. You done ate a meal or two.
Are you doing judgment?
Who, me?
Acid Man?
No, I didn't know. I said he looks good.
Oh, you just finished? The show's almost over. I'll call you as soon as I'm done.
I'll be on the list, so okay.
All right, love you. Okay. He just started his first night on his new job.
Okay. No, ain't no judgment here. Look, do
that
you?
Sound like judgment. Watch your mouth now.
No, it wasn't judgment. I'm glad to see the brother.
Just started right in as one of those people that we just finished talking about. Literally, just finished talking about.
What did I say wrong?
Look like baby.
It looked like brother eating good. That's all I said.
You literally just turned into one of those people. Sally, did you hear that? I heard it.
I don't know why you heard it. I was complimenting the brother. I said he looked good, but you didn't hear that part.
Nope, I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I could not.
Because your lips was flapping before I got the rest of it out.
What did you just say about my lips flapping?
Oh, you heard that,
That's
huh?
all I heard. That's all I heard.
Oh, you heard that, huh?
Sally said, I'm staying out of this one. That's okay, Sally. I got it. I would. Let me go back up here and over here to this.
Happy New Year, Sally, because I ain't talked to your listeners last year.
Yeah, when you was on his head. Let me thank our sponsors again. Morning Less Effects, Crystal Lake Media, Lighthouse Styling and Beauty, and Get Body by Stephanie, and WUBI Ubiquity Radio. Thank you, our WUBI Ubiquity Radio listeners and viewers out there. We want to, I'm grateful for all of you guys out there. Look, so let me tell you, because we're not going to be on here all night. We're not going to be on here all night. But I do want to tell you some of the things that we do have coming up. And when I'm saying you, I'm saying the listeners and viewers, but I'm also saying Chris, because he has no idea. He never has any idea. I just come up with stuff. And like I said, he shows up and I just, let him know when you guys know.
I tune into the show like them. Only difference is I get a speaking part. Other than that, I'm in the talk like they are.
Those be the facts. Happy New Year to everyone. So many things happening. Yes, all great things. Glad. Are you back in the States? Well, I guess that was the States too, but you know what I mean. Sally, you know what I mean. So I'm going to start having, I haven't named it. I do have to come up with a name, a little catchy name. Like Stephanie from Get Bodied with Stephanie is going to start doing like these little motivational things. because with her business, she's always got these little motivational videos that she does. So she's going to start doing little clips that we play. And I just need a little name for it. So if you guys, maybe I'll do a video, a live or something, asking the viewers to come up with a name. Maybe I'll do a contest of some type.
But I see, you have to give the whole concept. But okay.
Can you help with that? Can you do that part?
What concept? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do what I can.
So Catherine's going to do it.
No, I said I'll do what I can.
So Catherine's going to do it.
I'll see if I can get her to do it.
And then the other thing is I decided to do some type of partnership with FAB, Fashion Against Bullying, right? And I talked to him today, and
Hudson?
Huh?
Fab Hudson?
What?
Fab Hudson?
What is that? What's that?
Go ahead.
Okay. Terrence, you mean?
Yeah. Fab
Yeah.
Hudson.
But it's not Fab Hudson. It's Terrence.
He's Fab Hudson in the regular circle. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yes. Since I already have been working with him for years as Moni Loves Effects.
That's right. They were getting stuck in airports before it was popular. Okay. So
I wasn't. I was on the plane typing like, where you at? Where y'all at?
Wait, where'd you leave us? We still here.
The police got you. What?
And they didn't even get our luggage.
What you want me to do? So, and they have a kids podcast that they've just started. So what we're going to do is for the young people, which okay, and that's the other thing with our demographics, we don't have a lot of young people that watch our show. Young people, of course, which we're going to grab that demographic now. Remember Tracy Ullman, the Tracy Ullman show?
Yes.
And that's where The Simpsons started.
Yes.
Because they'd have that little segment right there.
Yes.
So we're going to do that little segment with their kids' podcast to give them a start.
Okay.
And to give them a little springboard with their podcast. Give them a little bitty segment in our show to grow, let them grow. Don't you think that's cool?
I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yes.
So that's one of the things, in addition to us, covering their stuff for their shows and all that, being their official, media, whatever, along with their kids thing, whatever. Because I'm already traveling with them. So, it'll still be visual going down the mic, whatever, but they'll have their kids version too, type thing. But yeah, we're going to do
going
that.
down on the mic light,
No, they have their own name, and that's not it. That's not it, sir. That's not it, sir. So, because I've been thinking about this Tracy Ullman thing for a while, and I didn't know why I was thinking about it until he called me and he told me about this. And I saw the flyer, and then he called me and he told me about it. And I'm like, why don't we do this? And he was like, what? And I told him how far our reach was. And he was like, oh, man.
Well, let me ask, what is the kids' platform going to be? What are they going to be talking about?
Stuff.
Gotcha. Kind of like us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Positive things, kid things, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. What is Catherine doing?
I don't know. It's not my turn to watch it.
Who are you looking at?
I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking over here at my soda.
I can see your eyes. You're looking up at somebody.
No, I'm not looking up at somebody. I'm looking up at my big screen on the wall.
Okay. Well, no, I don't need to see. It just has your attention more
See,
than I.
see, thank you. Move it back.
Okay. I just like your full attention. That's all. So those are two things that are in the work that I'm pretty excited about. Now he's going to stare at me like his eyes are stuck. You know, one thing is the other, but it's okay. It's okay.
I just want to make sure you got full attention.
I appreciate it. That don't bother me. I'm fine with it.
I'm not worried about it bothering you. I don't want you to ever say I didn't pay full attention to you.
I like it like that.
You like it like that?
I do.
I will have a poster made and you can just put it right up.
Instead of the real you, Chris giving.
Yeah.
Wait, Sally said, Chris giving you full attention now. LOL. Yep. I prefer it like that. So I'm excited about those things right there. And some other things are in the works for the station. Yeah. So that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. I'm doing Barrett Jackson again this year.
Yeah, they contacted me.
And
I'm waiting to hear back.
okay. Figured I'd throw your name in there.
Yeah.
Throw your name in there and see what happens.
Yeah, and they said they were trying to see, it's so strict. See, you know, was it being just interviews? So we don't do just interviews. We're in over 150 countries. We're radio and television. We own it.
And see, there's a whole big thing with what's going to happen with that. The interviews have got to be planned. That's what it is.
Yeah. But I was like, we're not just interviews. Also, you know, radio and television. So.
Well, I'll bring some of my content back for you if you can't make it for whatever the reason.
Well, hopefully that helps.
Well, I'll make a phone call and see what the holdup is.
So I'll see if I hear anything back by tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just it's this is the time when everything is hitting at once. Barrett Jackson, the Waste Management Open, the Super Bowl, and all the other events that surround that by itself.
Yeah, it's kind of bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. That's a full schedule for anybody.
Yeah, because they said they had their meeting for the Super Bowl today. So
I'm doing all of the events. So it's like, oh, come on, really, y'all? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, all good stuff though.
It's all positive stuff. That's the other part that I like about it. It is all super positive in that it allows people to see what actually is Arizona and how people can come together to make things happen.
Well, it helps the Board of Tourism, plain and simple. And that's what it's all about. And that's what it's all about, because then that brings in revenue. And that's ultimately what it's all about. So, all right, sir, do you have anything else to say?
No, I am good. Got the do done.
Yes, but you do have something else to say.
Yes, hair by Pierre. But
no. You have something to say in goodbye.
I know, I'm teasing. No, as always, I ended last year thanking this lady, and I'll probably thank her every day for the rest of my life. My wife, Ellen, who holds it down and edifies me, empowers me in everything I do. And we're kind of holding each other up right now because we lost one of our pet children the other day. So we're all kind of bummed out about that, but we're putting it on. But I'm always thankful for my wife, Ellen, and the contribution she makes that you guys don't see behind the scenes. Really. Right. She keeps this. She keeps the train on the tracks. So I always want to be able to thank her for her contribution.
Thank you. And you guys, next week we have director Donovan Smith that'll be with us. So excited to have him. So excited. Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. Got to see his short at Misfit Film Festival. So Night of the Misfit Film Festival. So he will be with us next Wednesday. And look forward to that. All righty, we are out of here. We're going to leave you like we found you with Mr. Anthony Frazier. And Sally said, I'm so sorry to hear about your fur baby, Chris.
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
That's definitely a rough one. Carol says a flower right there for you, too.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
So we're going to leave you guys with some Anthony Frazier. Make sure and go check him out. He is blowing up. Remember where you heard about him from here on Going Down the Mic. And don't forget to go check out our sponsors down there, Moni Loves Effects, Chris Lade Media, Lighthouse Styling and Beauty, Get Body by Stephanie Hallis, and WUVI Ubiquity Radio. We will see you next time, and you can catch this replay on Monday at 7 p.m. everywhere that you hear us and see us. Good night, and we love you all.
Good night.
Can we stop the arguing? Can we take a moment where we can calm down? It's just so exhausting. Swinging in the wind, going round and round. I know that we won't say sorry. You beg and I plead, but my heart can't beat until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations, baby. I see me addressing you. Let me put the smile right onto your face, tracing every inch of you. Using my tongue to find your happy place. I know that we can't play naughty. You beg and I plead, and you pull my heartstrings until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. Until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you vibrations. I know that we won't say sorry until I feel the vibrations. I wanna give you.
Bye-bye.